What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna talk about tail docking and ear cropping, the cost, and everything else in between. But before we get started, hit that like button. It helps this channel bring more videos like this to you. And oh yeah, subscribe. And I'm your host, Ali A. Parker. Now, tail docking and ear cropping can be a controversial subject because some people are against it and some people are for it. For instance, the AKC, or the American Kennel Club, says the practices are integral to defining and preserving breed character in certain breeds. So they are for the practice. Now the AVMA, or the American Veterinary Medical Association, they are opposed to tail docking and ear cropping. And the most common reason people do this today is because they want a certain look for the dog. Now we're going to talk about tail docking first, because that's what you should get done first if you choose to get this done. Now, dogs get their tails docked between 3 to 7 days of life. And at this time, there should be no anesthesia needed because their nervous system, it isn't fully developed yet. So it shouldn't cause too much pain to the puppy. And the cut, it should be appropriate length for the breed. Now, in the past, dogs used to get this done, or their tail docked, because certain breeds would be more prone to injury, like dogs that did ratting or fighting or baiting. And some say the energetic breeds like boxers and some other breeds that can wag their tail a lot, they could bump their tail and cause injury, so that's why they would get their tails docked also. But like I said, today it's mostly for appearance. But another reason is because it can reduce some transmission of diseases carried by cows, and that's for cattle dogs, some cattle dogs. Now, the way this is done, one way is by constricting blood supply to the tail with a rubber ligature, and it'll be on there until the tail falls off between 7 and 10 days. The second way to cut the tail is by cutting the tail with surgical scissors or a scalpel. Now the cost is very reasonable. It should cost between 10 and 20 bucks. But it should be paired with the dog's first checkup. And a puppy's first checkup should cost around 100 bucks. So along with the tail docking, it should be around $120. Now on to ear cropping. Now ear cropping can be a little more painful for the dog because the dog is older. This is usually done between 8 and 12 weeks. And after that 8 and 12 weeks, it should be about 4 to 5 taping treatments. And the entire process should last between 4 and 8 weeks. Now, waiting too late to get this done could mean the cartilage could begin to harden and adopt a permanent shape, and vets can refuse to do the process. Now, some of the benefits, some people say that dogs with cropped ears are less likely to suffer from ear infections. But remember, this is a totally unnecessary procedure and it can be painful to your dog. Now the cost will be about between $150 to $600 depending on the dog, the vet, and other circumstances. So you should call your vet and see. Well, that's all for today. And until next time, go have fun with your new puppy. Goodbye.